Hello and welcome to this video where I'll be showing you a brand new product for the MAG-8200 with a modular work table. We now make a brand new work table insert for a specific John Deere blade called the Edge Extra. We've also seen this blade on some grasshoppers, and so this blade gives you a specialized work table to get the same angle along the whole length of the cutting edge. So I'll show you one of these blades. This blade has, generally we see kind of a cupped area where the mounting hole is, and it might be a little difficult to see in the video here, but there's a central bend down the length of the blade, almost like an A or upside down V, but each side of the blade is tipped downwards. So what happens is this part of the lift never rides nicely on a flat work table, and I'll show you some of that right now. You'll see how the lift portion is riding up on the flat work table, which is going to give us a completely different angle on that cutting edge while grinding. And what this new insert table does is allow that rear portion of the lift to have clearance, someplace to go, not to rise up on a larger flat table. What you'll see here is we've got our 8200 with our modular work table system. Now it doesn't matter if you have a belt grinder unit or if you're using the grinding wheels. The first table that can be used is the flat work table insert, and again, as we've talked about in the past, we've got this rail system where you can bias this in any length. Then there's the rounded work table for mulching blades. Now remember, you have to use a 1/2 inch wide grinding wheel in conjunction with this table, which the 8200, even if you have the belt grinder, the belt components can come out and you can put in a 1/2 inch wide grinding wheel again, or a 1 inch if you choose, but 1/2 inch is required for the mulching blade. And now, of course, the newest that we're talking about is the John Deere Edge Extra blade work table insert. And I'll place that in the machine here for you so you can see it. And then, like with all of the work table inserts, you tighten the vise. And now we're able to ride on that half of the blade, on that half of the length of the blade, and keep that same cutting edge angle along the length. And you'll see in this demonstration, I'll grind it with the flat table, and you'll see how I'm getting a completely different angle. Some was ground a little earlier, and you'll see it's hitting the trailing edge or the top line of the edge, and nothing on the leading edge. And now we'll go ahead and place in the new John Deere Edge Extra work table insert. Place that in. And as we're grinding here, you'll see that now I'm almost creating two different angles on the same length of this blade, and we're going to have to match this out and completely grind with the new work table insert to get that whole edge to be 30 degrees. Another interesting thing to show you is I've got 3 of these tables here just to show you different positions they can be placed in. So here, this one is placed on the insert plate, essentially fairly centered, okay? Here we have one that's biased all the way to one side. So if you're mainly doing right-handed blades and you'd like more support out on the right-handed approach side of the machine, you can move. There's again a rail system. I'll show you this piece. So you've got, again, multiple holes where you can set the depth position that you prefer. And conversely, if there are left-handed blades like this, you can simply put the table on the other way to be able to do left-handed or right-handed blades. The new work table insert is made up of 3 parts. The rail that is the rest itself, and then below that This is our insert base plate that we use in all of the worktable inserts for the modular worktable system. And because of the specific height requirement, and for us to get the correct dimension to get to 30 degrees, there is essentially a spacer plate that goes on top of the base insert plate, and then lastly the rail is then mounted. Now when you purchase it as a kit, it of course comes all together and fully assembled, ready to use. You just have to drop it in the machine. Your only choice is if you want to bias it off one way or another. From the factory, we're always going to set them up for the centered position. One of the reasons I showed you the three pieces is that in the event that you grind into this surface or start wearing this surface, which it is steel, so it's unlikely you're going to wear through the surface, but if someone mistakenly lowers the belt or the grinding wheel into this table and starts grinding and damaging the table, you can buy just this part as a replacement. You don't have to buy the whole kit again for the full insert, unless you'd like it all assembled as just as a convenience. And again, this is what makes the 8200 with this modular worktable system that we designed so unique and special, because regardless of what mower manufacturers design in a blade style, we're able to react and make custom blade rests that will all be universally accepted by the 8200 modular worktable, giving you that expandability for any kind of future blades that may come out. So you could say it's a way of future-proofing the machine for what will come. I certainly hope that was informative. Thank you very much for watching.